A lot of people don't have their birth time, and this is just one of the strategies that I love, especially for beginners to astrology, to use for you to take a little bit of a deeper dive into your soul's purpose. All right. Now, we use this technique because depending on the year that you were born, there is a certain collective energy, okay, based off of astrology. And astrology, remember, is just pattern recognition. All right. This is called the North and the South Node. I love using explaining beginner astrology and basics to people. So I'm going to get into what your particular soul's purpose and what your particular healing strategies and techniques and blueprint should be according to your birth year. Okay, it's going to be really simple. And let me know, comment below and tell me which of these made sense to you. And if you have more questions, if you want me to clarify, I also have a basic astrology course for brand new beginners to astrology. Okay, I'll put the link below so that you can take a deeper dive into your own soul's purpose and your own soul's healing according to, your particular chart. Okay, there are so many different energies in astrology. And remember, astrology is just simple pattern recognition. All right, so this course is really, really simple. I'll link it below, but let's get into your particular healing and soul's purpose according to your birth year.
So this technique uses something called the North Node and the South Node. So simply put, the South or the North Node is your soul's purpose. It's your North Star, where you're going, what we need to learn in order to fully develop in this lifetime, okay? To live a more fulfilling life. It's our expansion, what helps us to expand, okay? Our future. We could say fate. I don't know if I agree completely with that, but your North Node is just your highest point, okay? Now, your South Node is what you were born with, what you're most comfortable with, all right? Your comfort zone, where we can get stuck, where we've come from as far as past lives, what we've mastered. You already lived that part of your life, okay? You've already experienced this stagnancy there because your brain, your psyche loves comfort. All right. So this is where you continue to live in these same cycles. So for your particular dates, all right, you are a Taurus North Node. So these are the attributes that you should be moving towards in order to live a more purposeful life. And it will show you where you're stagnant, show you what needs to be healed in order for you to live your soul's purpose. All right. So you should be moving towards cultivating stability, self-sufficiency, enjoying the present, simplicity, and comfort. The sensualities of life. Okay, think about Taurus people. They love, luxurious things, and they love being comfortable, right? They love smell goods and good foods, and this is what you're not accustomed to. You're not used to that, but that's what you have to move forward towards to. Your psyche is not accustomed to any of those things, okay? The opposite sign of Taurus is Scorpio. This is where you are comfortable, all right? Remember, the South Node is where you're comfortable, where you're stagnant in, with what you've already evolved, all right? So your South Node tends to be emotional turmoil, dependence, living in the past, emotional intensity, chaos, drama, survival, all right? Not living in peace and luxury. So when you try and relax, when you try to enjoy nice things, it's uncomfortable for you. When you try to move towards relationships that aren't chaotic, that aren't filled with so much drama, all right, it tends to actually knock you off course because you're like, no, like I need, subconsciously, your psyche loves discomfort, all right? I want you to think about, because every sign has evolved and unevolved traits, all right? So there are some people who are Scorpio South North Node, where they need to move towards a little bit more intensity. They're a little bit more too comfortable in Taurus. You're the opposite, right? People who have, and I have this placement, but people who have Taurus North Node need to learn how to enjoy simple pleasures, how to enjoy grounding and massages and being in the moment, presence, stillness. You're used to this chaos. You're used to working hard. You're used to pushing. You're used to everything just being so fast. Taurus is the slowest moving sign in the zodiac. All right. So that is what you need to move towards. Stillness, quiet, a little more silence. This can be kind of boring for us. All right. It's like craving a roller coaster constantly, and emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? It doesn't have to be literally actually, but having to go outside and ground, put your feet on the ground, right? Literally smelling the flowers, because Taurus is sensuality. Okay, you are supposed to be learning to slow down in this lifetime, learning self-worth. People with Taurus North Node are used to sacrificing their body, minds, and souls for other people. You're used to doing the emotional labor for other people. In this lifetime, you're supposed to cultivate more self-worth, self-love, self-value, because Taurus is value. You're supposed to have stable income, but this cannot come at the sacrifice of work at your body. You're not supposed to be working hard for money in this lifetime. All right? And again, this is something that can be destabilizing to your psyche. All right? It takes practice. Trust me. It takes exposing your psyche to slow, restful movements. Now, I do have a membership called the Soft Wealth Society. And in this society, it's simply a membership so you can be exposed and in proximity with other women who are learning how to remain slow and in their bodies and present. All right, studies show that when whoever you are in proximity with, whoever you surround yourself with, that is going to be the frequency that you're on, okay? So being in the Soft Wealth Society will help you with that. I'll put the link below. But this particular North Node in Taurus, I think this will be really good for you because, again, it can be challenging, all right? Thank you so much for watching. Comment below and let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if you want me to expound. I don't like for these to be super long, but I can expound on this particular placement in another video for you. Love you. Bye.